It's on. It's rolling.
Why?
Camera's rolling.
Just to let everybody know, my wife asked me if I'm ready, and I say yes. And she says, "Are you sure?" Evidently, I don't know. So, the jury's still out, though, if I've actually changed my clothes, if this is actually day 3, or if we just recorded all these videos.
No,
Yeah,
go.
it's really questionable at this point. Kids are outside jumping on the trampoline having a crazy time. So, real fast. As always, if you have pain in any of the movements, please do not do them. Today is quarantine workout number 3. So,
Okay.
seriously, need to get the dog out of here. Real life though, right? So remember, we're doing 1A, 1B, 4 times through, and then repeating. So A and B, repeat, finish 1A, 1B, repeat until you do 4 sets or whatever we have on there. And then you move to 2A and B, repeat 4 times, and then move forward, right?
Okay.
So, this is actually a pretty advanced move. It's called a single leg RDL. So a single leg Romanian deadlift. Super good for stability and keeping your ACL intact. So, Yana's going to do 10 on each side. And she's going to actually try to hold here. And she's going to try to keep her hip closed and maintain a flat back. Okay, stand back up. This is how most of y'all are probably going to try to do it. You're going to go here, you're going to open up your hip, or you're going to keep your hip closed and round your back like crazy. We do not want that, okay? So let's do a couple of them. She's reaching out and then coming back up, abs tight, flexing your butt. If it's an issue, you can tell Yana's close to the wall. She can totally reach, or honestly, if it's hard enough, scoot ahead a little bit, and she's just going to hold there. She's going to reach and hold, hang out for 10 seconds. That's totally fine. You're going to feel a big stretch in the back of your leg. So left leg, right leg, and then we're on to fire hydrants. Okay, so you're on all fours. If you remember the last video, I think it was the last video with donkey kicks. Nice table position, flat back. So there you go, flat. Neutral spine here all the way through. So from your tailbone to your skull, you want to be pretty much straight. All right, so she's doing a fire hydrant. All she's doing is keeping her abs tight and just kicking out, feeling typically right here in the side glute area. If you go up too high, she's going to see how she's rotating and basically twisting her spine. That's probably not good. So flat back. Okay, going out to where you're not lifting that hip but in twisting, and you're going 10 on each side. Okay, so she's done that one, and now we're on to side raises, and we forgot to talk about the equipment. So Yana's gonna go grab some stuff out of the cupboard, and tomatoes, 2 different cans. Risky move, but Yana does have a weak right shoulder, so maybe she's got a couple extra ounces in the right can. So. Anyway, my son is screaming his eyes out right now, so we'll see how that goes. So we're going to do side raises, all right? So all it is basically like a dumbbell side raise and keeping your abs tight. And really the main things here is not going up below or above, okay? And then the other thing would be shrugging your shoulders or even just breaking your wrists, okay? So shoving the shoulders down and then not taking a break at the bottom, 10 reps there, okay? She's done 10 of those, and then she's gonna go into a side plank for 30 seconds, okay? So side plank here. So you wanna be stacked from your shoulder to your hip to your ankle, okay? You don't wanna be all twisted. Sometimes people will have their chest forward like this, or their hips will be twisted back, but we wanna be a straight line, okay? And then she's going to go to the other side, do 30 seconds over there as well. Couple modifications to make it harder. Something like this. She can lift up her leg. Yep. You can actually go in a high plank position too. Do the same thing. hanging out. Lift the leg up. Make sure you're stacked though. Okay? And those are side planks. Now we're going to move on to a pigeon, which is a hip mobility exercise. And you can do this. For some of you, this might be way too high. You might use a step. Or maybe you just go there and you go down just a little bit. Okay, so the goal here is to, as you can see, Yana's trying to touch her knee down and really get a stretch through her hip. And she can do that just fine. Now, if that's really stretching and too much, just get up a little bit. That's totally fine too. Show the front angle too, so it's helpful. So, yep. So, big thing here is ankle, knee down. She's kind of pushing through that hand and then leaning into that stretch and going from there. Okay? That would be 3A, 15 seconds each. And then we're going into a founder. So I really like this move for a nice posterior floss. That's a fancy way of saying just a nice backside stretch. Okay? So Yana's basically having a slight knee bend. Okay, feeling a stretch back here. And then she's having a nice neutral spine without falling over with the dog. And she's trying to elongate her spine as she's doing this. Shoving her shoulders down and reaching here. So really just trying to elongate this area as she's pushing her butt back, feeling a stretch back here. And that's the founder. 30 seconds is going to be brutal. So, those are all the exercises. Now we're going to go on to the finisher. So, as we've been doing in the other videos, 30 seconds per exercise. So we've got a bear crawl. And once again, if you don't have space, that's fine. So bear crawl, there you go. You're just gonna go up 2, back 2. Okay, so you're basically, well, we're calling it a bear crawl. I don't really know what the real name is, but everybody in our class is like, that's definitely not how bear crawls. But it's just a little crawl with your knees are elevated and you're just kind of hovering as you walk, okay? Yep, and you'll figure out the movement on like left leg, right arm. And then the next one is shoulder taps. So she did the bear crawl for 30, now shoulder taps. Yep, way better from that angle. So basically a high plank, and Yana's trying to tap her shoulder without moving her hips and going all over the place. A big thing, as you can see, she's got her base spread, or her feet spread, and then she's sliding. So if you have a wider base, or your feet are going to be spread wider, you're going to have a lot better opportunity to not wiggle your hips. If you want more of a challenge, get your feet together. Okay, leg raises. Probably like we did in gym class to some degree. The biggest thing here, closing her ribs down, crunching down, pushing her belly button through the floor. And then as she goes down, if she wants to elevate up and arch her back, we're not doing that, okay? So going up. So for a lot of people, honestly, here's what they're feeling. They're thinking, my neck hurts. So exactly. So she should have a chin tuck or a double chin, and it can rest on the floor, that's fine. And then so that's good position there. And then as she goes down, she's gonna wanna elevate her low back. If at any point your low back hurts, I literally stop my clients to where it's like, well, that's where my low back hurts. Okay, so you're just gonna leg raise from here to here. That's it. If you go down all the way, that's totally fine if you keep it in your core. But if you start arching your back, that's a bad idea. Okay, and then number 4, flutter kicks. So same position, and all you're doing is a flutter kick, double chin, right? And then just moving these here. If you want to go crazy, you can go a little bit wider. But the same concept, right, Ledger? Is double chin, keep your abs tight. So that is workout 3, right, Ledger?
Mom, Daddy.
Hope everybody has a great day, and post in the comments below or send a picture on how that one went. That one's actually going to be pretty tough. So, good luck.